this is me. And these are los Ramones de Nuevo León. A Mexican norteño band with hundreds of thousands of listeners, top charted albums, over a decade of original music, and a sound that has been played and adored across the US and Mexico since they were kids. This is the kind of band you expect to see on a big stage in front of thousands of people, and normally you would, but not today, not here. This is El Potrero. It's a town where my family is from. It's a small town in Guerrero where most people had to leave just to find work that didn't involve living off the land. But every March, they all come back. Every year, the Catholics of El Potrero like to celebrate their saint, El Santo Niño de Atocha, by hosting a 5-day celebration of Mass, a 4-mile hike up the mountain, rodeos, and giant parties. And this year, we're welcoming Los Ramones.
Que suene el tamborazo, primo. Arria, cuñado.
Okay. Let's back up. How did we get here? It didn't start with a big plan. No. This all started with a conversation.
Oye, ¿por qué no nos juntamos y llevamos un grupo bueno para marzo?
Pero que sea un grupo bueno, que valga la pena.
Pues hay opciones, si gustan llevar, por ejemplo, podemos llevar los relampaguitos, ahí están los viejones, también son buenos, o si no, también los Ramones. ¿Dices?
Pues si son los Ramones, yo doy más dinero.
Bueno, ya está, ya dijiste, que no se hable más. ¿Es en serio? No estamos jugando,
Tú eres el del dinero, te vas a echar para atrás.
Vamos a invitar a los demás para que, a ver si me echan la mano, porque no va a valer 1,000 pesos.
Toda la familia.
Va a ser harta feria.
Sí.
Pero tú tienes, como quieras, no importa, tú eres el que da la feria así. No, está bien, yo soy testigo, vamos a juntar a la familia ahí.
O sea que después estás diciendo ya no quiero, porque vamos a contactarlos y a ver
Ya
qué
sabes,
sale.
Yo lo que digo.
But it wouldn't be as easy as just saying, I'm down to pull something off like this. It would require the entire Delgado family to come and work together. As some of you may know, pulling together a simple family reunion isn't very easy. But on top of that, we also just had to figure out the logistics of getting this huge band to come to our small town. But after several family meetings and reunions, we were finally all set. All we had to do was take a 4-hour flight from Chicago to Mexico City, then take a taxi from the airport to the city's bus terminal, take a 3-hour bus ride from Mexico City to Iguala, and then take a taxi from Iguala all the way to El Potrero, which still requires a 3.5-mile drive up the mountain. And then finally, we make it to El Potrero. Easy. So, this is it. The humble town that my family is from. But just because we come from humble beginnings doesn't mean we don't know how to have fun. I want to take you on a typical day of what the celebrations in March look like. The evening celebration starts by all of us making our way down to the jaripeo. And of course, I can always rely on my cousin Pájaro to find the alcohol. But the jaripeo isn't just about the bulls. You'll see people with their horses making them dance like it's an art form. There's live music playing all night. There's people drinking, singing, eating delicious food, and of course, petting the occasional stray dog. But more than anything, it's about community and reunion. The beautiful thing about this celebration is that once the jaripeo is done, the baile, the next part of the celebration, is literally just a 5-minute walk away. For a small town like El Potrero, this is where everybody gets together. The music gets louder, people start dancing, and for a little bit, it's like nothing else really matters. And of course, you can't go to the baile without eating some delicious tacos. The part that I've always found the most fascinating about this baile is that it's filled with people who at this point have spent most of their lives living in Chicago, but they still come back to their tiny town and celebrate as if no time has passed. And every year, this is what the baile looks like. But now, imagine Los Ramones showing up. The last day of the celebrations went like any other day. We went down to go watch Los Toros like normal. At this point, still, no one besides the Delgado family knows that Los Ramones are coming, but it was almost time to make the announcement. On the stage, we played a video, a message filmed by Los Ramones themselves, announcing that they were coming to El Potrero.
Cruzando cerros y arroyos, he venido para verte, palabra de honor que sí. Traigo mi ropa mojada, porque hoy estuvo lloviendo, ¿qué más puedo hacer por ti? ¿Qué tal mi gente de El Potrero Guerrero? Nos vamos a estar viendo con toda nuestra música 100% norteña por los rumbos este 16 de marzo, fecha que tienen que apartar porque se va a poner a toda.
Mi gente del Potrero Guerrero y sus alrededores, allá nos vemos 16 de marzo del 2026, celebrando al Santo Niño Atocha. Los invita la familia Delgado y también por supuesto sus amigos,
los Ramones de Morelia.
Okay, now everyone knows. My family, among others, were brought into the center of the ring, which isn't unusual because every year the people who donate to the celebration get recognized.
Yo quiero que le regale el aplauso bonito a los que están donando el baile el día de hoy. A Agustino, a Epifania, a la familia Delgado. El aplauso para ellos presentan a los Ramones de Nuevo León. El aplauso y la diana, muchachos.
It wasn't exactly time for the baile yet, but we headed down to where it's held because Los Ramones had arrived. While they were doing the sound check, we wanted to ask my Uncle Peter, who played a huge role in turning all of this into reality, how he was doing, how he felt.
La verdad que le diga la verdad, bien emocionado y es un sueño hecho realidad. Así me siento. Quiero hasta llorar. Es una alegría inmensa y me da gusto que estemos todos unidos en una causa como esta. Y esperamos que no sea la última y que sigamos echándole puro para adelante.
¿Tú pensás que algún día el Potrero iba a recibir un nombre tan estelar de moda al momento que son ellos y lo está trayendo la familia? No nomás uno, no dos, sino toda una familia.
La verdad nunca pensé que llegara a pasar esto que va a pasar, porque falta todavía, pero ellos ya están aquí, gracias a Dios, y la verdad me sorprendo hasta yo mismo, la verdad, en serio. No lo esperaba. Es algo que va a pasar, yo creo, una sola vez en nuestras vidas. Para nosotros. Yeah. No creo que vuelva a suceder, pero ojalá y suceda, pero
porque pasa una vez, se siente mejor porque sucedió una vez.
Sí. Gracias, señor.
After the sound check, we invited Los Ramones to come eat, and they graciously accepted our offer. But honestly, we were all a little nervous because, as I've emphasized before, El Potrero is a very small and humble town. The roads are not perfect, animals walk freely through the streets, and yeah, sometimes you're gonna find some animal poop on the road. And we just didn't know how they'd react. They say never meet your heroes, right? But from the moment they got there, they treated everyone with the utmost respect and kindness. No ego, no attitude, just genuine people. And this is where reality started to just not feel real, because never in a million years did I think I would witness my mom, Angelica, serving pozole to Los Ramones. And somehow, this perfectly captured how this whole experience felt. And then, it was finally time for Los Ramones to perform. The moment we'd all been waiting for.
Nunca pensé que mi suerte
craziest part was seeing people pull out their phones instead of dancing. That doesn't normally happen at these bailes. But these were Los Ramones.
Primero me dieron alas y ahora me quieren parar.
They put on a fantastic show. Somehow they exceeded every expectation we had. And for one night, this tiny town almost felt larger than life. It even started raining and it still didn't stop the party.
Pero bueno, a ver, un aplauso para la familia Delgado, por favor, que se oiga, para que el próximo año nos los vuelvan a traer.
Watching our tiny hometown packed with people, watching my family celebrate something we built together is a perfect example of how you can accomplish some pretty incredible things when your family comes together.